Gotta set my light right. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to your favorite barber podcast, your brand new barber podcast. I'm sorry about that. This is my first episode, y'all. That's live. So welcome back. If you've already subscribed to my Facebook channel and my Instagram channel, um, welcome back to the Nicest Hour, hosted by me, your boy D Nice. You know what I'm saying? We in here. You know what I'm saying? Today is a special day because today is my first live episode on YouTube. Took me a while to get there, whatever the case is, but we out here. If you guys haven't met me before, I'm actually a really passionate barber that appreciates the game, appreciates the hair industry and what it has to offer and what it's offered me in my whole life. So moving forward, if you don't know who I am and it sounds all weird and then you're just like, who's this random dude just making up a podcast? And I'm just not that. I'm actually a guy that's really knowledgeable in the game. I'm an ambassador and a lot of things. We get into that prior episodes from this time out. So, but today we want to definitely just let you guys know that we in here and it's going to be a spicy one today. I was expecting my first podcast episode to be kind of just simple, more on the barbering side and stuff like that, but it took off really fast as I approached the gaining point, the tracking point. Like once I start, I don't know, my friends just caught along to it, and I didn't think it was nothing. I just, just wanted to try something out because I like to connect with my clients as well as my audience. Um, so today, um, we start everything off like as we always started off with, and that's like giving you some type of product that you can use at home on a day to day, some type of hair tip. Um, Last week we did skin, so we're just gonna go back to the scalp today, and I want you guys to probably tune in and uh, every so often I give tips on my Instagram page as well. So you don't have to just tune into the podcast to get these tips, but I also give these tips away once a week, also on my Instagram page. So, um, but one of my favorite shampoos to use right now is the New Length. Actually, is a Pantene, but it's called New Length, and it's a gold edition, a gold series. Comes in a purple bottle, gold trimming around it. It's really a shampoo made for people that's thinning, losing hair, have dry scalp, some type of scalp disease. Using this, um, not only is going to hydrate your scalp, but it's also is going to repair it. It's going to open up your pores and kind of help your cuticle pop a little bit more. So add some silkiness and some hydration back to the core of your hair and your scalp. So that's one of the ones I definitely use because it also is really it builds a really good lather as you start. So I love it. I use it on my kids. I use it on myself, and I'm going to be starting to use it inside my barbershop. So be on the lookout for the you know what I'm saying, the Gold Series New Length Pantene shampoo. You can get it at BSW's, Sally's, or Target or Walmart. No, actually, I think just BSW's and Sally's. So there's that. Um, this is more of a industry flex. I love the game kind of a podcast. I'm going to get into a lot of stuff that people don't want to discuss and things that need to be discussed. So, I want everybody to know how much stylists, barbers, everybody in the industry offers to society. We offer a big, powerful blow to society because style is everything. Some people may take it for granted, but just for those other people that's taking us for granted, it's about 4 or 5 that love us. But we've been shaping and building trends ever since at least like the 1970s. That's when I can shape back to it because that's when hip hop was born. So when hip hop was born, I kind of like did all of my homework and stuff, and I wanted to become a barber early on. I was a barber. I started practicing when I was 11, 12 years old. I took it serious a little bit more once I was about 14 through high school and stuff, and it just kind of grew on me. I love the industry and what it has to offer. But we've been shaping trends since back in the early 90s, and I think we forget about that side because we're so focused on the music and everything else. But without the stylists and stuff like that, you're not going to get Nas's moon part and that crispy edge up, and you're not going to get Rihanna's mohawk with the seven different colors in there and stuff like that. That's what we offer is creativity and things that go with the hour. So I always um I always try to give credit when it's due. So we still to this day don't get the respect that we need inside of our industry. It's still looked at as is just something that's offered. And I always tell people we offer luxury. We're not selling like no really products or anything like that, but we offer luxury. And everybody loves luxury and being pampered. So that's why this is a powerful industry to be in. So, but yeah. Other than that, man, you have to uh, you have to be knowledgeable about um like what you want out the game. So I think I learned that early on and learned that early on that put me up. So I just had myself a plan and I just this vision that looked impossible and here I am later on like it's doing a podcast as we speak because I just I never thought that at this point I would have so many opportunities, but this has created a ton of opportunities for me from when I was 12-year-old all the way up to present. So shout out to the gang for real. I gotta cut my I gotta cut my ringer off, y'all. I apologize. Well, yeah. Um, I don't know. I don't know if everybody knows anything about hip hop or how it's going and stuff like that. But I started off listening to people like Michael Jackson and James Brown and the Temptations, the Whispers, and all of these people, and all of their hairstyles was all unique. MC Hatter had cuts on the side and a ponytail. Then the Whispers has these afro that's perfect. The Jackson Five, all of these people had different type of hairstyles. So I I don't know, that was weird, but the triumph of doing these type of hairstyles is what gets me. I don't know what the allure is for any other hairstylist or barber, but it's the allure for me. So um setting these trends are not easy, but they are, I like to tell myself is God sent. So when I get something, I'm laying down and I hear something and I wake up, or I think about something and I wake up, I write it down in a book because it's a style that, hasn't been done or been done before, but hasn't been done by me. So let's keep moving forward because before we get into the questionnaires and all of this other stuff, I gotta make sure I get all the way through the podcast and stuff. And I've talked to you guys about hair all day long because I love it. I love where it's been, where it's going, how it's growing, the tools we have these days, everything. So I have to continue to keep myself in line, you know, during the podcast. And I just cut this ringer off and it's still ringing. Why? All right. So, all right. Um, this is gonna be a touchy situation because I don't want y'all to feel bad or nothing like that. But I have to talk about good and bad haircuts. We've had an episode or two inside my barbershop since I've owned it. And it has not been you know, it hasn't been crazy, but we've had like an episode. What I mean by episodes is this. Um, I'm here to do a service. So if there's something that happened before you came and see me, you have to show some decorum. You can't get mad at me because I'm not the guy that did it. All right. Let's throw that out first. I work my barbershop is in the middle of a college campus. So there's a lot of diverse students and a lot of different type of hairstyles and strands that comes in there. Different type of hairstyles. People want like mullets and all kinds of stuff. But what people don't understand is we're here to help you. We're not here to make you look dumb or try to mess up your hair. So sometimes when you come in and we tell you it won't work, it's not because we're being lazy. It's because it literally won't work. So I I told this guy because he came in and he wanted me to fix his hairline. So when people say that, they basically want you to make it look straight, but sometimes you can't do that because the person before you made a horrible mistake. So if they made this type of mistake and this guy comes in and wants it fixed, what am I supposed to do? Lie to him or tell him the truth? So I usually just tell them the truth and be like, listen, I can do this, but in order for this to look right, you're gonna have to get a full haircut because I have to make some adjustments to the length of your hair. That could look like I'm trying to jerk somebody, but sometimes you just gotta bring somebody down to extra length just to make everything blend in. But it's hard to explain that to people who don't understand it. So good consultations and good conversations with your clients to keep you safe. And you don't have to worry about making another mistake that somebody already did. So I try to make that shit happen all the time because we even have a lot of big chops going on in my shop, and a lot of people get discouraged from it, whether it be the client or it's maybe sometimes the barber or the hairstylist. But a big chop ain't nothing but a big chop. Once you make the big chop, now it's time to work your magic, and knowledge is power. Look, I'm trying to be nice because it's the first episode. All right, I'm not gonna be cocky. I'm not gonna get into all of that. I'm not going to gloat. I'm going to actually really uh I love my friends, by the way, cuz oh boy. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, I gotta edit this. So guys, look, don't get mad at me because this is my first time doing something of the sort. You know what I mean? I've never did all of this. Um okay, save. Done. All right. So let me see what she said. If I copy it, the whole message makes a quick edit. And oh boy. Okay. See guys, I'm kind of slow when it comes to this because I haven't been able to practice. But I got y'all. I got my homie Crystal. Wait a minute. Let me send her this link. Um All right. Evidently, I made a mistake on the. Oh, I did. Wow. No. All right. Cool. So yeah. All right. I'm back. I'm gonna leave my phone alone. That's the number one thing in podcasts is not to, mess with your phone as you're doing it and stay away from the comments until you're ready to jump inside the comments. But I'm making mistakes and I don't think my audience is getting here because I think the link is kind of like mushed in with all of the hashtags and all of this other stuff. No. But um I didn't figure out where I was at. So on the notes, whatever the case is, we was talking about haircuts and stuff, and just being knowledgeable and knowing what you have to do, knowing when to do it, and being a master at this is what gets you over. It's not so much of just knowing how to cut hair. That's a big one too. Let's get this out. Um, there's people that cut hair and do hair. Then there's barbers and cosmetologists. We are not the same. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care what you say in the DMs and all of this stuff. We can all play duck, duck, goose and stay inside of our household and do what we want to do and know what's coming through the door. Being a stylist and being a master is, just being prepared for whatever's coming your way. And when that happens, um, you need to just be um you need to be prepared for everything, not just hairstyles and pushback hairlines. How about healthy skin? Being able to identify something, being able to treat it or something like that. Like these things are the most exclusive, things that you should know. But for some odd reason, we have these guys and girls that's working outside their houses and stuff like, I've been doing hair for this long. It's not the same. You have to perform. And what I mean by perform is perform, yeah, the stuff that we do on a regular, which is hair. Also good customer service, also a thorough schedule. Always, always you got to stay consistent. That is hard. I know it seems like it's a small bundle of things, but it's very hard because you never know what's coming. You never know what your project is going to be. You want to execute it the best way you can, but most of the time it don't work like that. Not if you not pushing yourself or you're working out your household or something like that, or your garage. It's nothing like that. If you want to, if you have a successful business, who am I to tell you that it's not a business or something like that, or it's not successful? But I'm just saying that I understand the difference between working out of my household in my garage and the position of a client and myself, opposed to me working in the public. You know what I mean? And I started off traveling and cutting hair. And I've always had a situation, not many, but the ones that happened was just like ridiculous. A couple of my clippers got broken due to the fact that they've had a dog or they've had a baby that they haven't been paying attention to. They pull them off, and nobody wants to pay for this because once you tell them how much a blade or a set costs, their eyes is going to jump because nobody wants to come off at a couple $100 for some clippers. They can be using it for something else. Um, that was basically you know that part. Um, the name of this episode is knowing when to draw the line and knowing how and when to draw the line. I'm going to stick to the topic of the hairline situation because we do have guys that's making drastic mistakes and rookie mistakes. So here I am on YouTube now trying to spread the knowledge on taking your time and giving up that service that we've always loved. Stop trying to rush and doing 100 haircuts or whatever. Everybody trying to be millionaires off of cutting hair and the $100 thing. That's cool in certain situations. I don't look down on it, but I don't think it's something that I want to do. Not just for no haircut. Like it's going to be some extra services that's in there. I got services that's I have services that's 1,000, but I also know when somebody's being jerked and when they're not, like kind of situation. So the $100 thing sometimes is saving people because they don't want to work. I want to spend time in the barbershop. I want to spend time with the community. I want to spend time with people and learn stuff from them. So I can't do that with them being, every so often, and $100 to scare people away. Yeah. Now, um, the worst haircut I think I've ever seen in the industry. Oof. Hmm. I don't know why Buster Rhymes is popping in my head, but he really didn't have a haircut. He just had some wild dreads. Um, I don't know. Um, because I don't know their situations and stuff. So, but I've seen some horrible haircuts. But the worst one I've seen in my neighborhood, sheesh. I can't give out names. This is a public podcast, so I'm just gonna say it was this one kid that stayed on the other side of town from me. He had a bowl haircut, and I said, like, "Yo, I feel so bad for you. Let me fix you," but I can't fix him because he was technically a op. So um I couldn't fix his haircut, but every time I seen his haircut, man, I used to be like, I feel so bad for this dude. He got a circle edge up, got a whole box around his head. I'm like, yo, bro, just we can be cool after this. I can cut your hair and you can be all right. Then, nobody will talk about you because your hair is all right. But as long as you living like this, like, what do you mean? I can't do nothing. Like, I just stare at him and sometimes want to cry. So, I'd say the bowl haircut and the circle hairline because I used to get that. My dad gave that to us one time too. My brother got a job and that was it. We started going to the barbershop. Shout out to my brother for coming up. Shout out to him for putting on. Shit, what they scalp us, so I understand. Um, I want to get into a Q and A, but I think I made a mistake with my streaming thing. So we're just gonna go straight into talking about the whole K. Drake Jcole thing. Well, I'm a fan of all three. But I definitely um like Kendrick Lamar out of the three. The most. Like when I listen to like music or whatever the case is, if all three of them was sitting in front of me, certain albums, I would definitely probably go Kendrick before, Drake or J. Cole. Um, Not taking anything away from him or nothing like that, but I choose uh I'm Team Kendrick. Yeah, so um I say that lightly because I got all of their albums were all three. And the thing about this that makes this a exciting moment is because we haven't had this type of excitement in hip hop in a long time. Oh boy. Oh boy. Whoosh, yeesh. All right. Wake up. Um, we haven't had this type of excitement in a long time. Um, it's exciting. It's interesting. It's mesmerizing because this is what true hip hop heads are missing. We missing these guys who enjoy coming at each other's head and enjoy coming at each other's um how should I say enjoy coming up to hold on, I'm trying to share something. I'm going off screen and stuff like that. So uh, reload. Alright. Oh my god. Um, all right, cool. Gotcha. Um, dude, this is gonna be good. You know, the last time I checked, because I grew up around the early '90s and stuff, so I got to hear the whole Jadakiss, Beanie Siegel, and all of them, the Jay Z's and the Nas's, Tupac's and Biggie's. Like I love that. Um, they can do it and it not be violent. You know what I mean? They can do it and it not cause any trouble, any harm to anybody. They can do that. What we have to understand is this is just friendly competition. It's nothing that we're it's nothing that we're trying to force upon anybody else. Like it's just this is what it is. I think people look at battle rap as it's like violent, but it's really not. It's just people showing off their skills and flexing. Um Now that we have that understanding, it's to me, it's like brave to contest. That's why I'm so combative when it comes to certain things. All right. I understand where Kendrick Lamar is coming from throwing these jabs at his buddies. Y'all being lazy. Joe Buttons has said that about Drake for years. Yes, we know you can rap. We know you can rap. But why are you not rapping? That's how Joe he's like that or whatever the case is. I'm not trying to play nobody or nothing, but that's how Joe Buttons is giving it up when it comes down to the whole my bad. The whole Drake being the GOAT kind of situation. Now it's people that I know love Drake and I know it's people that love J. Cole. I got surrounding family members and friends that just, these two dudes can do no wrong in their face. Uh, uh, I'm excited to what's going to happen. I wasn't. I betted this guy in my barber shop because he wants Kendrick Lamar to come back in a certain amount of time, and I was like, "Yo, why my man get 2 weeks, and it took your man 3.5 weeks, almost a month, to come back?" So I'm like, the disc drops on this part. Now we got to let this ride, let that ride, let this ride. But I'm like, bro, don't talk about uh, don't talk about how he has to go touring and all this other stuff. If you anybody's fan of these three dudes, 2 out of the 3 travels with a little mini size travel studio on their buses and stuff. J. Cole does it because J. Cole makes all his beats and he writes all his lyrics. And Drake is another one. Him and 40 got like a bus that they got like decked out just for when they traveling and shit and they want to make music type shit. So let's not do that. Uh I will say this. I don't know what the whole apology was about. I don't know what the whole thing with J. Cole retracting his diss. I don't know. I don't know what he was doing, but it's so not healthy for the game. And I think it's not healthy for the game because we need him to be a little bit more combative. Not so much as deadly, but he can do whatever he want and say what he want inside the song. But he definitely got to do something else, bro. This is just not it. Um, um, I was shocked. I was so shocked, and I honestly didn't know what to say to my friends now because we had all stood up for hold on real quick. Um, we all stood up and was trying to figure out like what what encouraged him to do that? I'm looking up at these comments right now, guys, because I want to see what everybody had to say on my Twitter and stuff about J. Cole. And it's just bad because people have no remorse no more. They don't have no remorse. They have none. So um oh my god, J. Cole out here giving hugs. Oh no. Um oh my god. So look, they haven't let up on J. Cole's apology, and I think that he was just kind of like on his, big brother shit. So I don't think that J. Cole is doing nothing wrong. We're gonna see what happened on round two. Round two is gonna be interesting because we got to see what everybody's talking about, what they have hidden behind their back, what they have, you know, what they had going on. So um, I wish that he steps back into the fight. And by the way, um, while we're on the subject, let's break down all three of their haircuts. There's some people that enjoy natural twist and braids and stuff like that. Obviously, Kendrick Lamar is one of those people. So I think it looks dope. If it works for you, it works for you. What can I say? Um, then you got the clever lover boy. Drake is never ashamed to do anything off the wall. He's the first one with the broken heart on the top of his head. Extra light skin, drop fade kind of dude. Now I think he has braids and all of this other stuff. You're putting barrettes in there, so I don't know, man. Um, it's not my forte, but I'm trying to grow my hair out just like I'm growing my hair out too. I'm not even gonna lie. So, and then J. Cole. J. Cole is representing the whole natural lock era. And I think that's dope. Um, I don't honestly know what's the difference, but I know that certain ways that you wear your hair and certain ways that you grow it is a tribute to certain things. So maybe that's what he's doing. Same thing with Wayne. Same thing with Hove. I don't know. So, but I can't get into this stuff without like my audience. So we're gonna call this one at about 35. I know it's called the nicest hour and stuff like that, but without any type of interactions, I just want to welcome y'all to my podcast, and we're definitely going to get into more juicy stuff. I will be giving out more information. I do have giveaways and free haircuts and all of this shenanigans coming your way. If you're in the New York area, come down and check me out at 713 West Scott Street, Syracuse, New York. Royal Allure is the name of my barbershop. We booted up me, Bam, Davia. We got a couple more people coming in this summer. So look out for that. Pull up if you're in the area. Also, I sell beard oils and all of these other different products that's naturally made. Um, they're exclusive products, so you have to give me a shout out. Add me on Facebook, Darren D Nice Morgan. Add me on the gram, D Nice Royal Lord. Um, and that's going to be the ball game today, guys. Because I don't even know how much more I can give off without like a comment. But I appreciated all of my supporting cast to help me get this together. My homeboy Neil, Crystal, a couple of more of my buddies from Syracuse out here, Davia, and everybody's been helping me get myself together. So thanks a lot. I appreciate you guys. Be cool. Take it easy.